I've spent a considerable amount of time on Russian social media website vk.com and found a bunch of accounts of actual Russian soldiers who are in Ukraine right now. Even though most of them just post their pictures, I still found some pretty interesting stuff that helps break down their mentality, their motivation, and just to understand their point of view. So please watch this video till the end. For example, this guy, whose name is Nikolay, served in Russian airborne forces, and also he most likely was a mercenary in Wagner Group. In March of 2022, he posted this image that says, "Our time has come," after which he was trained and sent to Ukraine. What's interesting about this guy is that most likely he's already been to war. Here's his post from 2019 that clearly shows that he has PTSD and the war is the only way for him to feel alive. Nobody returns from war. Never. Mothers receive only a poor substitute for their sons. Angry, aggressive animals fierce toward the whole world and believing in nothing else except death. Yesterday's soldiers no longer belong to their parents. They belong to war from which only their body has returned. The soul was left there. You start to live. Firstly, because it just happened that you're still alive. You get no happiness from life and treat it like a bonus that fate gave you by stupid mistake. But then you get used to life. You start to find an interest in the game that's not real. You make yourself look like a full member of society. The mask of a normal human being gets attached successfully, and the body no longer rejects it. And people around you believe that you're the same as others, but nobody knows your real face. And the real face of Nikolay is just a soldier at war. And I bet he doesn't care if it's a righteous war or just a plain invasion of a sovereign country. The next soldier, whose name is Igor, is very different from Nikolay. On February 24th of 2022, he posted that he received summons from the enlistment office, and so he was mobilized by DPR. In March of 2022, he was given this old gun, and he commented that everything seems to be fine. Then in December of 2022, his mood changed dramatically. Here is what he posted. It's been 10 months since the moment me and my guys were mobilized in DPR. The number of soldiers keeps dwindling. Time flies and no one longer waits for the mobilization. Firstly, we got to the Zaporizhia region, and not long ago we returned to the rear, trained, and now we'll be transferred to different units. Sometimes I have a feeling that the demobilization will come only when most of us are crushed, and no one cares that you've been home for 3 nights, 1-2 times in 10 months, or that you haven't been home at all. Okay, we'll see what happens next. We hope we'll make it to the demobilization. And here is his last post, dated 31st March of 2023. Tomorrow is April 1st and we're still mobilized. There are less and less guys left and no one knows if he's going to make it till the demobilization. We keep believing for the better and that they won't keep us here forever. Not every Russian soldier is like Igor. Some of them are really happy to stay in Ukraine and they don't understand why people don't support them. Just like this Sergey, who's a soldier from 9th Regiment of DPR, he actually believes he serves the Soviet Union, and it seems even his family and people he knows don't get why he went to war. Here's what he posted about it. I was clearing my phone contacts again. I was deleting all those people asking why I'm at the front, because it's just a game of politicians. I'm tired of repeating that it's a fire in our common house. And if you live on top floors and the smoke doesn't reach you, it doesn't mean that the trouble won't get to everyone and that you don't need to do anything. The only thing I can tell you is that people I talk to are real and trusted. The war filters out unnecessary stuff. Honestly, I'm happy that most people in Russia are just trying to stay away from this war, and of course they don't support soldiers in any way. I could tell it by how poorly Russians donate to the needs of the army. For example, one guy whose name is Yaroslav was trying to collect few millions rubles to buy vehicles, thermal imagers, drones, binoculars and all that stuff. But in 1 month, he only gathered something about 27,000 rubles, which is only $338. But still there are those who truly hate Ukrainians. Those are the most scary type of soldiers because it's them who commit war crimes. Just listen to what this soldier Tema posted when the war began.
Там все, хохлы, не будет вас больше. А то улыбались, Россия такая вот, чтоб вы, сука, повздыхали. Мирное население, это, конечно, тут ни при чем. А вот эти националистские...
For people like him, probably anyone who doesn't accept Russian passport is like a Nazi who has no right to live. And now another type of Russian soldiers, I'd call them forever enemies because they fight against Ukrainians and they already lost someone at this war. Just like this guy, it's Alexander, he lost his son at this war. By the way, he also was a soldier. So even after Ukrainian victory, they won't believe that they fought for illusion. Their brains just won't accept the fact that they lost close ones for nothing. But sooner or later, they'll have to do so. I hope this video was insightful and that it deserves to be shared. Thank you for this. I'll see you next time and goodbye to you all.